Alright, we got the awning, and we're going to take it apart and do a quick inspect on it. And see, just make sure everything's copacetic with the world here. Boy, somebody must have had extra surplus of tape that day. Good Lord. Well, seems to be packaged somewhat nicely. It's holding over. There we go. Okay, and we got a bag of goodies. Let's see what we got in the bag. I'm sure you all have seen this 100 times. Welcome to 101.
Those are anchors.
These are the mounting brackets. So a couple flats. Okay. These are, I mean, they're heavy duty, but I don't see how you get them in the ground very far if any kind of wind comes up. But, and of course, nuts and bolts look to be metric. Alright. I think the one we got was gray, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Yes, it is. That's pretty. Looks like it's got a decent zipper in it. And I hear that they made a lot of mention of the zipper being on the wrong side, so let's see if we can get this out of here. There's a little snapper to keep it together while it's going down the road. And I watched a couple of vids on other people, and I'd agree with them. They should make a little pull in there to where you can snug it up a little bit better. Feels good. There's the track system. And what are we looking at here for a measurement? We're looking at almost 79 inches, 78 and a half. So these bolts here, let's take a look at this real quick. Well, that goes in there and looks like it holds pretty good. But if I'm going to attach it where I want, I'm going to need some longer bolts. Alrighty, so let me do some figuring and stuff and we'll get back to you. Stay tuned. We've got the ladder racks in place, as you've seen. Looking good. Yeah, you can see it. Yeah, okay. So what I've done now is I got some pressure treated 2x4s, which will take a couple weeks to dry out before you can paint them. But I've marked them where my bars are. So what I'm going to do now is basically set it up to drill holes, and I'll show you how I plan on working all that into this system. What I have, those are round tubes up there. So I went down, you got conduit brackets. And what we'll be doing is cutting this open. You need a 10-year-old to get into it. Jeez. Got it unpacked. They'll be here. I'll drill a few drill holes, and then these will be mounted as it sits on top, these will be mounted underneath on the tube. Now the tube calls for, the big tube, calls for 1 3/4 inches. This is 1 1/2 inches. But it comes out to 1 7/8 inches. So that'll be my 1 3/4 inches. The 1 1/4 one here, the smaller tube is 1 1/2 inches, and fortunately these come out to be 1 5/8 inches. So these are going to work as hold downs. And what I'll do is I'll lay the 2x4 on top of the bar, and then use this to clamp it down. So what I'm going to do now is go along, set all of my pieces, give them a little tweak, set all of my pieces in the center, drill, yeah, okay, that moved right over, didn't it? I love this crap. Draw a circle where the hole is going to be. Now these 1/4 inch bolts is what I've got for this. I've got, oh, let's see, here they are. This is like a galvanizing, but it's weatherproof. These are 1/4 inch, 2 1/2, and they'll slide right in. So these bolts will go down like this. And let's see. Okay. These will be on the bottom. Bolt will come down through. And I have a flat washer, a lock washer, and a nut for this. So I think I pretty much got it set up. So without further ado, and all that happy horse hockey, we'll drill some holes. I'm going to drill some holes probably 5/16 to give a little play, because just in case it needs it. So we'll see how we do. Alright, we'll lay out the holes here. Stop that. This will be for the smaller tubes. Okay, let's punch a hole and see what happens. The trick is trying to keep these things straight. That's why you want to use a little bit bigger drill bit to allow for not being straight. All right. Let's see what we got here. Just like that. Just like that. And we'll roll it over. Should have a little bit of play. Look at there. Isn't that sweet? And then we'll put them on. Of course, you want to clean up the little wood chips, but yep, we got it going on now. Won't be too much longer. So this is going to be, this one I'm going to put up first. This is the base for our, yeah, what I'm talking about. I have no idea. Awning. There we go. Awning. All right, well, let me finish drilling these holes, and we'll let you see how it looks going up. Got this pointed in the right spot, hopefully. So my lines are correct. Drop the bolts through. Bring this up. This side on one. Oh, looky there. Looky there. Washer. Lock washer. I know you probably can't see what I'm doing because of my hands. And a nut. Well, maybe you can see it now. We do the same on the other side, which I know you can't see because stuff's in the way. What I'm not going to do is I'm not going to tighten this down right at the moment because I want to make sure all three are going to work. So I may have to, you know, do some adjustment. But let's take a look, and you'll see that it's going to come out quite well. And then up here, carriage bolts will flush out, and that will help with when I put solar panels on. Alrighty, well, let me get to putting this stuff together, and then we'll move on from there. Here's all the hardware that came with the awning, set of instructions, the mounting brackets. And what we're going to do with these is take them and come with me. Mount them underneath the 2x4 like such, and then we'll mount the awning to it. And I'm going to put two, so I probably will put one about 12 inches from this bracket and 12 inches from the bracket down there. So we will see how it goes. Thank you much. Back us in place. They bolted down pretty good. I did 6 inches from the ladder rack mounts to give it stability. I didn't want it to get in the middle and, you know, start warping. Pressure treat is never really dry, so we'll see how it looks. So now we're me and the wife are gonna put it up there and get it bolted in place. So let me put you on the tripod and turn you on. Alright, I've got her all bolted up and installed. And let's see how easy this thing is to put together. Y'all paying attention to what not to do here? Okay, pulling this all the way out is not a good idea. There we go. We got her now. Okay. Learning curve. Well, that took all of forever. Get better with it, I guess. I gotta get that going. Okay. Down a little bit. Then we have the straps. So I watched some YouTube videos on how guys put this up, and I missed the part of twisting these things. Apparently reading the directions would have been a good thing, but anyhow, it's up, looks good. Rolls nicely, and here it is. It came with ropes to put on here, and 3 nuts here. And we'll see how it looks. There's 3 nuts down here also. I'm not really sure. I might have to actually read the directions. Who knew? I guess that's, you can run them out to tighten it up a little bit. It looks like it'll be alright. Open shade. That's nice. There wasn't a van open without cutting into it or anything, so. Hey! Feliz Navidad. So anyway, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. That's the awning. And I like it. It was inexpensive. It's, yeah, well, as you can see, I had a good time with it. And now you know what to do. What not to do. So, if you like our video, subscribe, like, give us a comment. Try not to laugh too hard. And stay tuned for our next one. Thank you. Okay, all in all, for the money I spent on the awning, it was well worth it. Easy to install. I'm not going to sit here and say it was easy to put up because that was my first time and I sure botched that one. But anyway, it'll get better with time. I like it. It was money well spent. I think I paid $149 for it. So I would recommend it. And like I say, it was easy to install. So. Alrighty.